that. Stuff was crazy. I have no idea. I guess I'm going to have to spend some time in pre-production working on this later, guys. Damn. Super annoying. Let me pop out the chat so I can chat with you guys. I really hate this eyeline issue, though. It does drive me crazy. So here's the deal. My iPhone. Right? Check this out. Look at that sucker. Actually, why don't I just go straight to the overhead? Look at that. I shattered the heck out of it, didn't I? Boy, that stink. So we're going to replace the screen on this. I've never done that before. I'm going to find out how to do it right now. I bought the parts. Didn't know they made them unshattered. Yeah, fair enough. Do I have a guitar pick? I actually bought every component and tool I would need from this company called ifixit. And actually for two phones. One for me and one for the wife. Because we both shattered our phones. And it's not like I have nothing. This is a 7 Plus. It's pretty old. But I got nothing against it. I mean, I guess I could replace it. It might be that time. But it still does everything I need it to do. So I figured if I screw it up and I need to replace it, I'm okay with that. But I'd like to just put a new screen in there. I mean, I've broken many a screen, and I just take it to, like, a small magnet. Yeah, the cost of the kits is, like, the same as having someone else do it. It's like, I think that it was, like, $98 or whatever. Anyway, so, I mean, normally I would take this to Apple and just have them do it for whatever they charge me because I'm lazy. And I can't do that. And I was like, man, I can't, I mean, like, literally, like, cutting my fingers on this sucker. I can't just live with this shattered-ass screen, and I'd rather not just order a new phone, so I found out you can repair it yourself, thanks to this iFixit company. Not a sponsor. So I wound up with two complete kits, two complete sets of tools. Only need one of these, probably. And then this is a funny thing. I think we should start here. This is the eye opener. Oh, it's a whole kit. Jeez. So I have probably 3 sets of tools. This is amazing. This is the eye opener kit. I didn't realize I bought a kit. I thought I just got the eye opener. And what this includes... Oh, this is pretty handy. See, I brought these like prep trays thinking I would use those for sorting, but actually, this little sorting tray is pretty nice. Somebody asked if I had guitar picks. It comes with things just like that for that purpose, but no, I don't. I do not play plectronically on my ukulele. This is, I'm not sure what these are like basically credit cards. We'll find out what that's about in a minute. I know that this is a spudger. This is some other form of spudger. These are some very tiny tweezers. I'm not sure. Somebody thought I was going to need a magnet. I think that's for lost screws. We're not going to need a magnet, happily. I don't know what that is either. I'm not going to... It's like glued in there? Yeah. This was glued in there for some reason. And it comes with this handy-dandy little... what do you call that? Suction cup for sucking your screen off. And this thing. Now this, they call the eye opener. This is literally, you microwave this apparently. I am screen replacing. Yes, Carl Osegaard. Apparently you microwave this thing and you set it on your phone for a few minutes or something to soften the glue so that you can get your screen off, because there is some glue involved here. And then I believe this is a repair part and this is a repair part. We should sort these because one's going to be for my wife's phones, one's for mine. No, they're not labeled on the outside of the box. Okay. So let's see here. Let's just open it up and see what we got. Which one is which? This is still not labeled. A little bit of annoying there. This is, oh boy. Well, this one happens to be my phone. Okay, cool. So we found my phone part. We'll set this one aside. I asked the wife if she was like, "Do you want me to?" I was like, "You want me to do your phone?" She's like, "Do yours first. Do yours first." Smart move. Okay, so we've got our tools. Yeah, you bought too many tools. They were cheap, man. Tools were so cheap, it didn't make sense not to. I also have installed, just before the start of the stream, something that's going to save me. I got a little drawer down here now. for my keyboard and mouse. I don't know how much I like that, but it's all right. Hi, Greg. How's it hanging? It's all right. Yeah, I just shot 2 entirely. Well, I shot a real episode of How to Drink. So I've shot since COVID. Just to give you guys a quick update. I don't have a crew anymore. And normally How to Drink is shot with like a crew of like 6 or 7 people. I'm now totally solo. So I've had to invest in, things. I screw up. I deleted that scene. Oh no, they're good. It still works. Like this guy, this camera over here that moves, so that I can get moving close-ups on my own. I hadn't shot an episode on that yet until yesterday. I had shot like some brand integrations. I look a little overexposed too, don't I? I should go. Is this gonna be an all-day stream? I hope not. I have other things I got to do. We're gonna be here for a little while, long enough to repair some phones. But yeah, I shot some like brand integrations on the new kit and just to test it out, and I've done some streaming on it. And when I had to I created one brand new episode of How to Drink. It was like a listicle using old footage, but a new master shot. And then yesterday I shot like the first real new episode of How to Drink that I shot entirely alone. And it's coming out Friday actually, which is crazy because How to Drink doesn't work like that typically. That is an entirely new kind of lead time that we can shoot and release in the same week, which is cool. Makes it so I can make stuff that's a little bit more reactive. So Friday, you're going to get Cosmo Canyon from Final Fantasy VII. Joe the Knave, there is 0 chance I am going to replace this in 15 minutes. No chance. So, I think the first thing I gotta do is watch. Yeah, I don't know if I like this keyboard tray where it's at. It's a little frustrating. I like having it out of the shot though, so maybe I'll just learn to live with it. It's just like, it needs to be, I want it up here. That's where my hands are. Tricky thing. Let's see here if we can find new window. Okay. ifixit iPhone 7 Plus screen replacement. Yeah, definitely only so-so on this. I got a YouTube video here. Can I build a quick scene to share this with you? Not really. I think I'm just gonna have to watch it and you have to watch me watch it. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to do anything else. Sorry, guys. Oh. Maybe I should though, right? Wow, this is just I'm gonna get carpal tunnel using that. Oh man, let's set it up. Let's do the things I gotta do so that you can see what I'm seeing. My good looking mug. I'm sad for you. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, cool. Screen is good. And does it have audio? Display capture and audio input capture. And we will include loopback audio. Okay. And you have, oh man, you've got tools, NDI output settings are on. Okay, maybe I should plug in, or just do it over the Wi-Fi, it's fine. Yep, and then over here, I'm going to need to create like a new scene. So we'll just duplicate. This is the stuff you can't see, what I'm doing here. Call this, I mean, just having a place to put it when I'm not using it's nice though, I guess. Bar with internet. And I will add to this NDI input source, and we'll call this one bar comp, and we will pull from Gregory's iMac to that's really weird. Why would it say those two things? Definitely The fuck? What are you even looking at here? This is crazy. Oh, weird. Oh shit. I see. What? Oh, that's so weird. I just learned that Premiere Pro has a built-in NDI output for some reason, so I can just capture my. That's so crazy. Oh man, I gotta think about the applications of that. Sorry. iMac, OBS. There we go. Hit OK. There you go. There you go. Now, of course, you are. This isn't. Nobody wants to see this, right? So what we should actually do is go big here. I know, this just looks really dumb. It's okay. Funny, it's just slightly the wrong resolution, but that's... Oh, no, it's not. Guys, I'm sorry. You're really seeing how the sausage gets made here. Okay, there we go. And then I'm gonna drop that behind the bar master. And now I can go shrink me down. And maybe even window me out a little bit. Hi. I'm just a little guy down in the corner here. Okay. Cool. And now I need to, oh God, I need to get out of screen sharing, which takes a tick. All right. All right. Here we go. Now this is going to work. And hopefully it will also, will it transmit audio? It might. We'll find out in just a second here. I know, I'm sorry guys. And you're like seeing the chat window. Okay, there we go, there we go. Can you hear this?
For this repair, you're going to need a spudger, a small suction cup, ifixit opening picks, a P2 pentalobe screwdriver, an eye opener.
So let's just go max out here. Go full screen. There we go. Okay, there we go. And we'll start it over. Now we can really watch this lady.
Hi, I'm Gwendolyn with iFixit, and today I'm going to show you how to replace the display assembly in your iPhone 7 Plus. For this repair, you're going to need a spudger, a small suction cup, ifixit opening picks, a P2 pentalobe screwdriver, an eye opener, a tri-point Y000 screwdriver, and tweezers. When you do your repair, be sure to follow the step-by-step guide on ifixit.com. Not only does it walk you through the complete repair, but you can also see comments and notes from other users who have followed it, which is really cool and very helpful. As always, make sure your phone is off before you begin this repair. Like previous iPhones, the first things we remove are the two pentalobe screws on the bottom edge of the iPhone. Next, we heat up an eye opener to soften the adhesive that secures the display to the phone. We outline how to heat up your eye opener in steps 2 through 4 on our guide. Lay the warm eye opener over the lower edge of the phone to soften the adhesive holding the display in place. Now attach the suction cup to the lower half of the display assembly just above the home button. Pull up on the suction cup to create a small gap between the display assembly and the rear case. Grab a spudger and insert the flat end into the gap. Slide the spudger to the left along the lower edge of the iPhone. Give the spudger a twist to widen the gap between the display and the rear case. Slide the spudger up the left side of the iPhone, starting at the lower edge and move
because it sounds like a book.
Display away from the rear case. It's held in place by plastic clips that can break. Now that the left side is done, move over to the bottom right corner and do the same thing on the right side. Pull the suction cup to a 10-degree angle. The display cables run along the right edge, so you don't want to tear them. You can remove your suction cup and slide an opening pick underneath the display along the top edge of the phone to loosen the last of the adhesive. Pull the display assembly away from the top edge of the phone to disengage the clips holding it to the rear case. Open the iPhone like a book, with the display as the cover and the hinge on the right side. Finally, we get to use a screwdriver. We have 4 tri-point screws that are new, but luckily we have a bit for them. Remove the bracket and use the flat end of your spudger to lift the battery connector out of its socket on the logic board. Next, use the flat end of your spudger to disconnect the 2 lower display connectors from their respective sockets on the logic board. Move to the top of the phone and remove the 3 tri-point screws securing the bracket over the front panel sensor assembly connector. Go ahead and remove the bracket as well. Use the spudger to disconnect the front panel sensor assembly connector from its socket on the logic board, and just like that, you can remove the display. Before you add your new display, be sure to transfer your old home button over to your new display in order for your Touch ID to work. That's it for this repair. You can find all...
All right. That didn't look too impossible. Obviously, we're going to be checking back with that later to make sure that we're doing it right. But I think we've got something there. I've lost my chat window because there's just only so much screen real estate in the universe. Here, how did I wind up with two? Oh, that's so weird. I wound up with screen. Oh, I see what I did. I see. Okay. Okay, and the chat window, where'd you go, guys? I'd like to keep chatting. Hey, guys, come back. Come back. Come back, Joni. The Devo fans. Alright. Cool. We'll just close the pop out and reopen it, I guess. Pop out the chat. Alright. Wow, 250 people are watching this? That's crazy. Hi, guys. Hello, everybody. Alright, I'm back in the chat room. I can see you guys again. So let's see here. Follow the instructions to heat up your eye opener. Heating repair an eye opener. I'm trying to find the actual thing about that. Difficulty is easy, just so you guys are wondering. Takes 30 seconds. Okay. Place the eye opener in the center of the microwave. Heat the opener for 30 seconds. Throughout the repair procedure, as the eye opener cools, reheat in the microwave for an additional 30 seconds at a time. Unfortunately, the microwave is upstairs. It's going to be a big pain in the butt, so hopefully this works. You don't need to heat it either. Why don't I need to heat it? I think I'm going to do what they said. That sounds much more interesting. I think I'm going to do what the thing said, and I'm going to find this pentalobe screw. It says step 1, remove pentalobe screws. I want to see if there's a better set of tools in here, because it's funny. I mean, I've got probably somewhere around here a screwdriver that bit will fit into, but I thought it was supposed to include the actual screwdriver, not just the bit. Yeah, there we go. There's my little screwdriver. Okay. And that is insanely tiny. Alright, so step 1. You guys want to watch? We're going to bar split is the one I deleted. I see. Screwed up there. Okay. So you can see it manually. Alright, so I think that is so tiny. Oh wow, too, they like require 0 effort to turn. I figured they'd be like kind of torqued in there a little bit or something, but no, they're just like barely in there. Well, I think I've replaced the screen at least once, so that might be why. And that is step 1. We've removed 2 screws, everybody. Look at them. Look at my 2 tiny screws. There they are. So, unfortunately now, I think I gotta heat up this eye opener thing. So, I'll be back in 1 minute. 30 seconds, however long it takes me to get to the microwave back. I'm sorry. I just don't have a microwave down here. Not what I can do about it. I do have a steam gun, but that makes me very uncomfortable. I don't think we're gonna use that. So, I'll be right back, guys. Please enjoy this message from our sponsors. So I'm back. That was very quick. It's hot. Put it on the phone. That's it. So we're just going to let that sit there on my phone for a few seconds while it sort of softens the glue up. I think that the next bit I need is this guy. Basically, it's a guitar pick. I mean, it's a little bit different than a guitar pick, but it's basically a guitar pick. This is a handy little doodad, though, honestly. I always could use something like this. One of these mini screwdrivers, so. Okay. No, Slovakian egg, you cannot. That's why I had to do this, because there's nowhere to take it. So just to show people who have just tuned in, there's my extremely shattered screen covered in packing tape. Lots of jaggedy, sharp, finger bleeding pieces here. Just gotta be replaced. Had to be replaced. You know what, guys? Also, I'm gonna walk over there. That f-stop is a little too hot. That feels a little better. That's a little better. All right. The dark web areas around your house. Ooh. The dark web. Okay. So, cool so far. Step one, tape this screen. We did that. Sort of. I do have a little gap in the middle, but I think it'll work all right. But it doesn't, I'll have to put some more tape on there. Lay the overlapping strips of clear tape over the display till it is covered. If the broken glass makes it difficult to get a suction cup to stick to the next few steps, you can make a folding strong... Oh yeah, let's try some gaffer's tape. So I have to make a phone handle with that, I could. Heating the lower edge of the iPhone will help soften the adhesive. Use a hairdryer or prepare an eye opener and apply it to the lower edge of the phone for about a minute in order to soften up the adhesive underneath. Apply the suction cup to the lower half of the front panel. Yeah, not really gonna stick. But you know what? I got some packing tape. Give me 1 second, guys. I keep walking away from the camera. Very good TV here. This is how you make good TV. You just walk away from the picture and around the shop. You know, they like that. They love it. The folks at home, I'm back. So I got some packing tape from the UPS store. I had this for a while. I had to ship something. Man, I'm not wearing a watch. It's like part of my brand. I gotta be wearing a cool watch. Next time I take a 5-second break, guys, remind me I'll put my watch on. There we go. You know, I gotta say too, your iPhone gets really hot. If this little doodad being on here, I mean, like sometimes, like when I'm using it in summer or something, I can get real hot. If this doodad is sufficient to soften that glue, makes me wonder about the whole thing, right? The watch is a priority. We'll go get it in a few. I don't know if it's a priority. I mean, the sponsor might think it's a priority. All right. So. Yeah, that'll work. That's a good seal. Great. Okay, we've done that. Apply suction cup to the lower half of the front of the panel. Be sure suction cup does not overlap with the home button. Doesn't. If your display is badly cracked. We put some tape. Yep, we're good. Step 5. Pull up on the suction cup with a firm, constant pressure to create a slight gap between the front panel and the rear case. Insert the flat end of a spudger, or whatever. I guess you're supposed to use one of these, actually. Into the gap. The watertight adhesive holding the display in place is very strong. Creating this initial gap takes a significant amount of force. If you're having a hard time opening a gap rock the screen up and down to weaken the adhesive until you can fit a spludger inside. It says that, but in the video I thought she used this, actually. I know I know that this is the spudger. I mean, I don't think it's gonna make much of a difference. Let's just give it a shot. Oh my god, this is crazy. It's working already. Oh yeah. Alright guys, hold on a second. Let's get the close-up in here. Where did I frame that to? Right there? Let's go up to... Oh, stay. I know she said I was supposed to go up the left side. Maybe we do want the spudger. And then she said to go up the other side, not to mess around with the top portion. Bar split. Uh-oh, wrong scene. Sorry, guys. That's the one. Ah. Okay. Where the heck? There it is. It's a bit awkward, but... Ah! Easy peasy now. Oh, yeah. Hope I'm not destroying it. Alright, alright. Nice. Alright, we did both sides, but not the top. As per the video lady's instructions, did that. Step 9. Do not raise the display more than 10. Pull up on the small nub of the suction cup to remove it from the front panel. Step 10. Now, use this slide and opening pick under the display along the top edge of the phone to loosen the last of the adhesive. That did it. And I guess we should lose this. And now, I'm supposed to just open like a book. Oh, and close like one too. A lot of adhesive in there. Look at that sucker. We did it. Got a little the glue on the battery, which is probably a fire hazard. So I am going to use this spudger to remove it. That Apple Tech guy. Where are you at? Is that a fire hazard? Don't spudge the battery. Well, I was going to remove it, but there's like literally here, look. I'll show you. Right here, some of that glue got stuck to the battery. It seemed like I didn't want to leave a glob of it there. So I was kind of in the process of just kind of scraping it off gently. Just seemed logical. Like you don't want to have that there. I don't know. No pokies on lithium. Well, yeah. I know that. Okay. No pokies on lithium. Good old OtterBox. Yeah, no thank you. Pull the display assembly. Yeah, we've done all that. Now we got disconnect it. Remove the following tri-point Y000 screws securing the lower display cable bracket to the logic board. And those are 1, 2, and 3, and 4 right there. Why am I so bad at framing this up? Oh, I was smart. I made it much closer to myself. Right here. Okay, cool. Sort of. I mean, sorry guys. It is what it is. All right, and I believe that these are tri-point. Hell even is a tri-point. I mean, triangular. This is literally just a I cannot see the teeth on that at all. No. Are you tried? You are like a Phillips head. Oh, there's a try point. I think. Yeah, that's it. Wow. The world's tiniest little bits. Pleasantly magnetic. Those are the smallest screws I've ever seen in my freaking life. My God, those are small. Okay. Oh, good. One of them was a different size. Well, it's probably that one. There. The one that won't lay on its side, on its head. And the big one is that guy. Got it. Good to know. Okay. Using the tweezers. Probably unnecessary, but whatever. There's a bracket. Take the bracket off. Bracket is removed. Using the point of a spudger, lift the battery connector out of its socket on the logic board. Where do they go in? What? Oh, that one. Wait a second. Yo, dog. Alright. Correct. Oh yeah, man. That is super satisfying when that works, because it is terrifying before it does. Whew. Alright, this is my iPhone. And then this one is much less scary, the screen connector, because I know we're about to replace it. And that's gone. And now I have to unscrew these guys. And these are more tri-points. Little itty bitty tri-point. That one wanted to stay with the bracket. I'm actually not going to argue with it. Okay. Seems like there's like one more connector to go. It seems like it's also disconnected. Okay, there it is. Wow, those are weird connectors. And that's it. Oh, a little bit more of that glue. But that's this. The phone display is off. We've done it. Sort of. I mean, we've done part of the job here. The other thing is we got to take the home button out of this somehow too. I hope that the new display's got good glue, because I really like having a waterproofish phone. Yeah, the funny thing is, there's like a decent LCD. I mean, there's a great LCD underneath that shattered glass. It looks like they're separate components. I wonder if there's like a way somebody smart could do something with that. That person is not me. Oh, I'm also cropping my face when I come in here, aren't I, to work? No, I'm not. All right, did that. Step 19, remove the touch sensor. Oh, we're coming right to that. Okay. Remove the 4. I gotta say, mine's been pretty water resistant. I've never had any, I mean, I've got my phone underwater and it's been fine. So, way better than an older iPhone, for sure. Okay, remove the... Sorry, guys, that was really gross. But, you know, I had leftover pizza for lunch a little while ago. Remove... Four Y 300 0 3 knot screws securing the bracket. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't over tighten these screws when you put it back together. Great. Okay. Remove the bracket. Remove the bracket. The bracket came out very easily. Pry under the left edge of the home button cable connector to disconnect the socket using this thing. I don't know if I managed to do that correctly. If the entire connector flips up, which is what I have going on, press down on the cable at the top edge of the connector with the flat of your spudger. Well, simultaneously, I see. That's supposed to come apart, actually. There, we did it. Wow, it's so tiny. It's so tiny. It's insane. Oh my god, it's crazy how small it is. Carefully pry up the underlying connector and move it out of the way. Oh, I see. I don't know how much I can put on it. It's very easy to damage your phone during this stuff. Work slowly and take care. If the connector doesn't pry up easily, use a little hair dryer, whatever. It's up. Heating the area around it is fairly warm. Flip the display over. Use a hair dryer. Separate the adhesive, holding. Wow, man, this is fucking nuts. So where do I insert? I insert under. Let me get this other out of the way. Okay, cool. Home touch sensor. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. That's how tiny it is. This thing is nuts, man. Ooh, looly. Hey, you know what? Let's do something else. Let's just do a little bit of stream maintenance real quick here. Because I now have to configure Stream Deck. Yeah. And then bar close-up works, but bar split, you need to go to bar pip 1. Okay. Oh, excuse me. You guys want some music in the stream, by the way? Because that's like something I've been working on. That's impossible. There we go. There we go. I can actually add music. If that interests you. Does it interest you? A little lounge music, some tunes. You guys want to play around with that? Sing for us. Sure, music can work. Let me see here. I would do that. Let me see. I would turn on. Oh my god. So dumb the way this works, you know, the screen sharing. Okay, iTunes is on. Great. Good. Hit play. But I actually want to mute. Okay, wait. Oh, can you make this work? Get in there. Loop deck. There we go. I want that, but I actually want. How do I turn off the output? I guess I could just go plug in headphones. That works. It's just trying to send sound to no place that actually exists. But what I can do over here in OBS, everything else is working correctly. So I can just add a source, audio input capture. I'm gonna call this one iTunes, and supply it from way down, like there, maybe even there. Is that about right? Does that sound about right to you guys? You know what else I'm going to do too? I'm going to put a limiter on that. Filters. And we'll put in a limiter. We'll set it to like minus 24. That'll work. Nice. Is this appreciated or not appreciated? Too loud? Oh, you know what? The limiter's not working the way I expected it to. Hold on. I'm so sorry. I can see exactly. Sorry. That's funny. Huh. Yeah, I wonder why. Limiter's working more like a extreme compressor. Just delete it. We don't need it. Sorry, let's take you down. Ooh, there's my levels. Hey, when I'm talking, I'm like right around here, and the music should be probably real backgroundy. That sound better? Much better? Yeah, sorry. I don't know what limiter was basically acting like a bajillion percent compressor. I apologize. I don't know why. Something weird about that particular limiter. And let's just take this exact instance and hit copy. And we'll just put it over here in the bar scene. Hit V. There it is. And then we got bar close-up, put it in there. And then the overhead, put it in there. And then the picture-in-picture, put it in there. Nope, we don't have it there. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Now we got tunes. We got tunes. I can't hear them, but you guys can, so. Do I ever play D&D with background music? You know what? I haven't yet, but now I might start doing that. That's Ari, yeah. He was just the last Skype call that I had on here, so he's like kind of stuck in that state. All right. Feel like a page 2? Okay, so we've taken it off. But no, that's not the. It says that's the conclusion. What do I use for actual map design? It's a combination of things I made in Photoshop, or I'm also now using Dungeon Draft, which is made by Megashploot, who made Wonder Draft, which is cool. It's in beta. And then for the actual tabletop, we're using Foundry VTT. I see that you added gaming rig info for how to follow, and now I would love to see filming specs, i.e. OBS, Stream Deck, etc. I have a couple Stream Decks. I have, just so you guys know, I've got this guy, the little Stream Deck, but I just bought the XL one, so I don't know if one's gonna live in here. And like, I planned on the big one living at the desk and the little one living out here, but I think I might need the big one out here and the little one at my desk. I don't know. D&D could probably use a lot more scene work, so I don't know, maybe I just need another XL and have one in each room. And then the cameras in here are Panasonic Lumix G7s on a set of Rokinon Cinema Primes that I bought. I did not buy them for streaming, but I needed them for they had geared focusing. I needed something with a geared fixed non-variable focus to put onto the robot. The best, most cost-effective way to do that was to buy a 4-lens set. So now I've got these Cinema Primes in here, and they kind of worked out so that, like, yep, that's fine. I'll use that one there, and I put a 50mm here, and a 35 over there, and I got a 24 back there, and there's an 85 that's not on anything right now. It's a bit much. I don't, maybe in some applications I have for that. And then the other camera that's currently at my desk, although when I shoot regular, like, stuff, I shoot on a GH5S. So for the regular show, that's what we're shooting that on now, because it'll do some pretty neat things. I mean, it's great. Good low noise, 240 frames per second, slow motion, etc. Same lenses, same sensor, basically. Not the same sensor size. Edit in Premiere Pro. I have terrible microphones. These are, well, they're not terrible, but they're USB mics. They're $40 a pop. I bought a bunch of them. They were 30, now they're 40. And I bought them because I didn't need to invest in a capture card to go with them. I am probably gonna get some shotgun mics and a capture card and replace that, but not today. And then, like I said, I edit in Premiere Pro. I know After Effects, I use that as well sometimes. Photoshop. You want to see what it looks like from this side of the bar? It's not as messy as it often is, but it is kind of messy. You ever consider loaning out your pad to some film students? This stuff is impressive. No, man. I mean, I guess, you know, that's one of those things where, like, once you open those floodgates, then, you know. Oh, I'd be curious about your suggestion for microphones. I do have, when we shoot the show, I use a lav. I use a pair of giant squid lavaliers plugged into a H5N like USB recorder thingy, and I just clap my hands and sync it up in post. And the reason I do it that way is because if they were wireless, unless we had a sound person listening to them and hearing for hisses and pops and stuff like that, it's a problem. Without somebody actually working the sound, a sound person, you know, you can't trust wireless. And I don't have that. So I use two of them because sometimes there's a bad connection and I don't have anybody listening, you know, so. But I don't do that for this because a lavalier in a live stream is like kind of, you're just asking for trouble in my opinion. I was looking into it, but it's like, man, for the price of getting a lavalier system that I could trust and not have to actively monitor, is going to cost me so much money that I could literally have a, they're not Sennheiser 416s, those are too expensive, but there's like a clone of it, and I think it's called a Deity S2. I could have like a couple of them set up, like all over the place, just waiting for me to show up and start talking. And then I don't have to worry about radio interference, I don't have to worry about batteries, like it's just a better solution. Just have a shotgun up here and a shotgun over there, and when we have guests here again, I'll buy 3 more and have them set up. So, I think that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, well, to do like a wireless lav that I could trust, which is the key thing here, because I don't have anybody doing active monitoring, specifically when I'm streaming, I would need to have like a system that would accept multiple antennas, and then I have to have multiple antennas in different places because like they're basically line of sight, and then you've got to have a big space station, and it's like, it gets really expensive. Like you're talking many thousands of dollars, and it's still not going to be as great or as reliable as a wired system, you know? So for the same amount of money, I may as well just go wired. Well, that was a really good guide for helping me take my phone apart. I hope they have a good one for putting it back together. This should just link to step 2, you know? This was all removing it. Where is the second part of this? Oh, it's just the steps in reverse, right? Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, fuck you. Like, the reason I bring that up, though, is because, like, maybe it's not, because this stuff, you know, like I said, there's some kind of glue on here, and there's this thingy. I don't know what that is. I don't know what to do with this. That was not, none of this was part of that process. And I definitely want to install it, you know, correctly. So that's the new adhesive. Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't have a step for how to do that. So let's, and I guess also we should probably want to take whatever, if there's any of that like glue still on here, and there, it looks like there is. I should probably scrape that out. Makes such a fun little curl. It's kind of amazing how filthy the inside of an iPhone is, considering it's a pretty sealed up unit. ISO is in isopropyl rubbing alcohol. When I see ISO in those capital letters, I think of ISO, International Standards of Optics, or whatever the hell, you know, film speeds. Yeah, this is working fine. I don't need to get into juice. No liquids need to be over here, even if it is just alcohol. That would also require me to walk away. I don't even know if I have any rubbing alcohol in the house. What the heck is this? Some like loose little piece of plastic here. It fell right out. Jesus. Phone's been hit a couple times, so. What could that even be? Probably as good a job as they're ever going to do at the Apple Store anyway. Okay. Literal bugs in the computer, the machine. What the hell that is? I got a feeling that's like a piece of an iPhone case that got slammed into the phone when it fell one time. I don't know how. Okay. How about the installation part, though? Seriously. What do with this though? No, until I see a video. I don't know what you mean by line it up well, though. Like, what do you line it up to? Do you line it up to the screen or to the body? I want to see somebody do this, because I don't get the technique, you know? Let's see if the YouTube video answers this question.
Hey, hello everyone. Hey,
No. I want... This is not... I need the information, man. I need to know... Where's the fucking next step, you son of a bitch? Follow this. I found it. You know, part of the problem is that the screen is too small. It's far away from where I'm at. It's hard for me to see things. Just a bit of glare in here. Okay. Follow this guide if you are unsure how to apply custom cut adhesive to your device. The adhesive could be for a screen or whatever. Look over your pre-cut adhesive strips and figure out what they are used for. What are these used for? What are these for? Oh, I know. It's for a screen. It goes around the edge of a screen. Generally, adhesive things have a colored side and a non-colored side. This one doesn't. Or you peel any liners, locate the surface of the non-colored side. Stick to. Okay, so the tabs, use the tabs to navigate it in. Only one tab. Okay. Alright, so it basically says that you should probably do an even better job of cleaning. Got some gunk there. Oh. That isn't glue I want to remove. Okay. You might be though, because you like glue chunks of stuff. Alright, that should do it. Let's put this new glue in here. This off. So you guys can see what I'm doing. Be able to see that, right? So I feel like I did a pretty good job there, actually. Pretty proud of that. I'm just going to gently kind of press on this, kind of set it. Supposedly that. Why is there another layer of plastic? Why would there be? What is that? Like, that's not supposed to stay in there, is it? No. Okay, there we go. Oh, there we go. Nice! I know we did that. We did that well. I could see it all the way around. Nice, nice, nice. Sorry, guys. I know that's not really like the most useful camera angle. Matter of fact, that you probably don't need that backlight, do you? Turn that off. There you go. All right. Cool. So now I'm gonna take my new screen and install my button. I think that's step one. Look at this sucker. It's broken ass. Beautiful. So I feel like I'm probably, because it came out through the front, so I probably have to go back in through the front, so I probably have to take this Protecto plastic off, right? Mm-hmm. All right, now let's open up that instructions again and start working it backwards, because dang. Okay, so the first step is to connect these connectors. And they work in the most bizarre way, but that is terrifying. It's just so tiny. It's so tiny. Ay, ay, ay. Isn't there like a bracket? Yeah, okay. Put those connectors in. And then put this bracket. Sits where? Just sit like that. don't see how else it could go. The real question is, where do I put the various screws? There's like a couple different sizes here. 100% right, but I think that that's... You're short. You're short. You two guys that want to sit on your butt, you're long. So, let's see. There is one... Oh, there's supposed to be 3 long ones? How the fuck can I tell the difference between these screws or something? One short screw and 3 long screws. Oh, maybe that's the short one. Okay. And the short one goes in the middle. Well, I feel like that one goes in last, too. Sometimes magnets are nice. Sometimes they are not. Oh, good. Why is that not? I'm not ready. Wait a second. Why is that not? Not like, doesn't feel right. Okay, wait a second. This feels like it's sitting super duper high. Why does it feel that way? Am I like supposed to... Like this padding doesn't seem like it belongs there, but it does. No, it does not click in. Well, the little connectors clicked in, yes. So it is sitting high. Oh, wait a second. That might be it. I We got one screw in, so the whole assembly's not moving. It seems like that connector is not. I don't know. Ah! So somebody asked what's happening. So maybe they've just tuned in. I'm replacing my iPhone 7 Plus screen because it shattered like badly, and I'd rather not buy a new phone right now. And there's no repair shops to take it to, so I gotta do it myself. I think we did all right. I think the rest should be pretty simple. Early. Oh. Okay. Now the next part, take the actual phone bottom. Okay. Let's make a little bit more room here, Greg. Now, take this, lay it next to it. I'd like to put the screen protector back. I think I ditched that. All right, never mind. There. Now, you. What? You. How the hell does that? Why does this thing turn 90 degrees? Doesn't look right. Is there supposed to be a bend there? Those make perfect sense. What is up with this guy? What is up with this guy? Goes, okay. It goes over, twist. What? Why would it be? Yeah, but like the connector on the phone is this way, and the connector on the wire is this way. Like when they lay flat, they're oriented in very different directions. Is this correct? That's the first question I have. I see. I can actually just, oh, okay. All right, so you just, that's what I'm doing wrong. It goes like that. There's supposed to be a bend here. Should have thought about that. Just use the original. And then take it and connect it. Bit of a stretch, but Good Lord. Jesus. Ah! I'm not even sure where to... How do you do it? Like, literally, I'm just trying to figure out how to get them to even touch each other properly. Oh, I think they were in. That's it, it's in. I'm gonna double push on that, make sure it's all the way in. Now it's in. Uh-huh. I'm pretty sure, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I am pretty sure that now I would attach these two guys, probably the inner one first. And I'm so close to having this. Cool. That's installed. Is there a bracket on this top one? There is. I should have done that first, actually. You're the one that didn't want to drop your screw on the one side. Oh, you don't actually come out, do you? You're like some kind of a thing on you. Oh. There's one long, which is actually patched permanently, it seems, so we don't need to worry about that. And there's two short ones. Oh, good. I kind of wish this wasn't magnetic at the moment. This is my nightmare. Honestly, I don't think you could pay me enough to do this for a living. All right. Oh, so this one bracket holds all of these in place. So now the battery. That's it. This phone is powered now. We got to be careful about that, I guess. And we put this guy back. And which screws are which? 3 long and 1 very long. Well, there's that very long. So that makes my life a little bit easier. Of course, you went right underneath there. Stupid magnets. I believe that's about it. At this point now, I just close it like a book, right? And working backwards, you would start from I don't know what those are supposed to go into. No, that's kind of what I did, is slide it in at the top. Yeah, I'm not in the right. Ah, there we go. No, it doesn't want to do that. It's not lining up right. Shit. Really run aground here. Something right here is holding it up. Just like that. Oh wait, there we go. It feels thicker than before. Doesn't seem right. Well, I know it needs those bottom screws, yeah, but I'm still just trying to make sure that it's seated as well as possible. Like, it just doesn't... Well, I guess I gotta put them in and see what happens. It just feels thicker. I don't know. But I guess when those are tightened in, and that's different. Those get pentalobes. It's gone. That screw is gone. That screw is gone. Well, let's put the one in that we still have. Alright. Fuck. So I've got a couple of tools I'm gonna go grab to see if I can find that lost screw. Son of a bitch. Of course it would happen. 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Fortunately, although my hands are not steady, my eyes are super good. I found it. It's between my fingertips right now. I'm putting it back in the tray. I had this little light, Lume Cube. And what's funny is somebody said get your magnet pad, and I didn't have one, but I do have this, which is another light, and it's supposed to be, they're both magnetic. It did not pick it up when it was on the floor. My eyes did. And I swept over thinking it would pick it up, and it didn't. So it did now. I don't know. So we have it. It was on the floor down here in front of the bar. Okay, it's snugged in. I guess that's it. I guess I can turn my phone on now. Let's see if I destroyed it. You guys ready for the moment of truth? Not turning on. You gotta plug it in? Is that like a thing? I'll go see. I'll go get an adapter. I'll be right back. All right, I'll go plug it in. I'll be right back. Once. I return. Okay, so let's hope this works. I've got this plugged in. I put on the watch too. So what do? I plug it in is what you're saying? Just plug it in? Don't start a fire or anything. It's plugged in. Ooh, we have a picture. Look at that, you guys. It's doing something. That's exciting. So now what? Do I try to push the power button maybe? Or is it like doing something? Needs passcode. No! There is something wrong with my monitor though, my screen. There's pressure in here, it's not right. Fuck. I'll show you. I did it wrong. A little overexposed probably, but right here, there's like a flex point, a pressure mark. It's like purple in the middle with yellow around its edge. No, I think something's being squeezed against the display. I think I have to open it back up. I've mixed up the screws. Should I open it? It looks like a pressure mark. It bothers me. It bothers me a lot. I also, I worry about it being a safety concern because the phone is fucking hot right now, too. I'm gonna power it off. I don't know who keeps running. My wife probably. She's doing stuff up there. She doesn't care. We're in the garage, so the drain for the house runs through here. I can't believe we're doing this again. Hopefully this is a quick fix. I did think that it was thick here too, so. Spudger in. A little deeper than I want to. Trying to keep that piece of adhesive as much intact as I can since I like it. How realistic that is. Yeah, I kind of figured that on the adhesive. Where was that? That was... Oh my god! Where the hell did that come from? There was just a loose screw on the back of the Taptic engine. That would do it. But where did that even come from? 1, 2, 3, 4. Every screw is installed. I'm baffled. I mean, I'm not missing anything, right? Yeah, but there's... Which was... Where? But where did it come from? Is that a screw right there? Maybe that's... It looks like... Maybe you go there? No, you don't. You have some weird top thingy. I mean... It's just a free screw? No? Well, here. You guys are tech. Somebody in here is a tech. Here, you tell me what's wrong. So... Probably too much light if I turn this on, right? Not helpful. Yeah, it's not helpful. I got 1, 2, 3. That is a screw, right? Yeah. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 there on the touch bracket. 1, 2, 3, 4 there. 1, 2, 3 on that. So that top one, there's something right here. Oh, you can't see nothing when I do that. There's a little spot right here that looks like it might be an open thing, but it might just actually be this like other weird thing that's like a different kind of screw. Is there a socket in the middle of the touch bracket? No, well there's a screw in the middle of the touch bracket where that's got a screw in it. You talking about let's go back overhead again. 1, 2, 3, 4 screws all in. That screw, you could see the circle, was right there against the Taptic engine. It was just sitting upright. I don't know where it came from. That's crazy. What is this? It's like a little bent piece of metal right here. That's supposed to be like that? It actually looks like it is. Oh, fuck you. Do not. Oh, fuck her. Yeah. I think that's correct. Are there 2 screws in the middle of the Touch ID? What do you mean 2? No, it's just the 1. I'm looking at the old screen. I'm going to look for a spot that's got like a screw missing. I don't see one. I did find that broken piece of plastic though. I think where that came from. Ah, I found it. It came. I see where it came out of. That's crazy. It came from the new screen. So on the old screen, there's a screw right up here, sideways. It just seems to hold the screen in. This one, it's out on the new one. Let's see if we can put it back in. Tricky spot, sideways. And I don't want to disconnect anything. Somebody, you guys are probably going to tell me, leave that alone. I think I can put it in though. If it's magnetic, I can put it in. If it's for some reason not magnetic. I can tell that it would be fine without that screwed in there. Yeah. All right, I'm going to leave it out. I'm leaving it out. There's a part of me, the completionist of me, wants it back in there, but you guys are right. I should not fuck around with this. Blue is in not best shape. Thought it was feeling a little thick in that one spot, though. Looked at it. Okay, see, that feels right. It seats much nicer now. That feels way less like it's fighting me. So let's just put these bottom screws in. I did press down on the display connectors. Before I closed it the first time. I pressed like hell. Why am I even trying to use these things? All right. This is a Christian channel. Friend. I don't know how to tell you this. A little bit of glue sticking out on the one side. All right. Let's see if it fires up again. I shouldn't have to plug it in. Like, nothing's been disconnected. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Nice. The name of the Greg, the Meredith, and the Holy Night. That's pretty good. I like that. She's coming up slow. You guys probably saw my passcode, not a good sign. Yeah, looks great. Looks really good. And no issues. Haptic is working. Does that work? Hey, look at that. Everything works. Woo! We killed it. We did it. Feeling like a god. Yeah. Nice. Oh, man. A little bit of heat behind the lens of the camera. I'll just keep an eye on that because phone gets hot sometimes. Just in general. It always has. Like, I find that my phones generally do. And I'm pretty confident I've got everything connected correctly, so. And if I don't, I guess I have to buy a new phone because it's just gonna melt. Check the front camera and the eyepiece. Okay. This camera looking that way works. Whoops. And let's see the flip aroundy. Hi, that worked. Cool. Yeah, this all works. Nice. Is a little. This top portion up here is a bit warm. Touch ID was working. But you know, like, I'm probably just being hypersensitive about, like, phone heat right now. Yeah, I'm not too worried about having people have my passcode, honestly. There's, like, multiple layers of protection there. We did it, guys. I'd never pay to have someone just replace my phone again, honestly. It's pretty easy, all things equal. Make a Perca-Cola. Off the top of my head, I don't think so, man. I'm not set up for it. I want to frame this. Actually, I should sell it. Anybody want to buy this? You guys want to buy this shattered? I'll sign it. I'll sign the fucking back. The Sharpie. It's ridiculous. When I lived in New York and I was very broke, and I was just out of art school. And I needed to buy new sneakers because the ones I was wearing were falling off my feet. I looked at them and I thought, I should autograph them and just list them on eBay as being for sale, as being signed sneakers by the New York artist Greg, and see if I could get anybody to buy them. I never actually went through with that plan, but I should have. I went to the School of Visual Arts. Yeah, it's not hot feeling. It certainly isn't like too hot feeling. I'm like a 10.5. I don't have huge feet or anything. You want to do another one? My wife's is also shattered, and I have the parts for that. Definitely not going to trust the weather sealing on it, unfortunately. Time for a drink. I don't think I have time for a drink on this, but All right, stand by. I'm going to be right back, see if I can go get another phone to fix. This is exciting stuff, just watching me fix phones. I'll be right back.